And developing now in Ormond Beach, a child is recovering in the hospital after being run over by a pickup truck. Now, police say the 4-year-old rode a wave in close to the beach traffic lane, got off the boogie board, and then ran right into the front bumper of that truck. Officials say that the driver was traveling about 5 to 10 miles an hour and does not appear to be at fault.
Got a warning for parents now as temperatures continue to rise. Something to think about here. A toddler in Delray Beach has died after he managed to climb into a hot car over the weekend. Police attempted CPR on the 1-year-old boy, but he was later pronounced dead at the hospital. And of course, temperatures in cars rise so much faster than outdoors, and it doesn't take long for a young child to overheat as well.
Now, you may have seen it on your social media this weekend. JSO found a toddler just wandering around Jacksonville that needed help, and they wanted to identify that child's guardians. Police
aren't going to identify the little boy. That's why we have his image blurred here, because of his age and because he's listed as a victim in a child abuse case as well. But police say the two suspects who were supposed to be babysitting the boy were occupied playing video games.
20-year-old Julian Stevens and 17-year-old right there. We're not going to name that teenager, obviously, because he's a minor, but they face child abuse and neglect charges.
We're told the men only noticed that the boy had gotten out of the house when they realized that they had not heard from him in a while. So, story we'll watch. And an update now. Welcome back. Here's an update now to a story we brought you earlier this month. CSX is found guilty in connection to the death of Sarah Jones in 2014. Jones was a film crew member working on a movie when she was killed on set. Several crew members were also injured. The Jacksonville-based train company now has to pay the Jones family for damages amounting in $11.2 million, all for filming there along that train trestle in South Georgia.
Well, a Jacksonville attorney who was caught up in a massive illegal gambling case will soon be able to practice law once again. According to our partners at the Florida Times Union, the state Supreme Court will allow Kelly Mathis's law license to be restored. Now, he was the attorney that represented a nonprofit group called Allied Veterans of the World, you may remember, when it was accused of operating illegal gambling cafes back in 2013. Well, Mathis was convicted in connection to the case, but the ruling was later thrown out.
Yes.
Well, we've reported it before. The CDC says drowning is the leading cause of death for children under the age of 4.
Today, Florida Blue going to help to combat those numbers. The company is set to donate a grant to the First Coast YMCA to help its drowning prevention program. It's called Safety Around the Water.
Now, the grant will actually help to pay for swimming lessons for 800 students across the First Coast, bringing the state's total to 5,000. Now, in the announcement, the YMCA stated in part that the YMCA's Safety Around Water drowning prevention program teaches children of all ages and from all backgrounds that water could be fun, not feared, if they know how to stay safe in and around the water.
You will remember city council members did drop a bill that it would have provided lessons for about 6,000 kids.
Yeah, and remember, it's never too early to start teaching your kids how to swim. That is so important, a valuable lesson there. Yeah.
And I know this mayor's current budget right now has plans in place, if approved by October, to perhaps bring more lessons. It's just a part of the bigger new fiscal year budget.
So important. It's where we live. We're in Florida.
Facts. Yeah. All right, your time right now is 5:57. We're very close to that 6 o'clock hour of Good Morning Jacksonville. And now we're hearing from the owner of the Best Bet Orange Park after several greyhounds who race at the track tested positive for cocaine. Plus, Russell Tillis, the man accused of kidnapping and murdering a woman, is going on trial now in a separate case. How it could impact the murder trial. Those stories next at 6 o'clock. See you in a minute.
All right, so as the saying goes, dogs are man's best friend, right? Well, in our case, woman's best friend. Right. We actually have, oh, there's my Chico right there. That's my baby, my Chihuahua Chico.
And here's a picture of my little one-eyed pug. This is Daisy, quite the trooper. She just took out 17 teeth, or we just took out 17 teeth of hers. She'll be 14 at the end of this month, so I think she's doing pretty good. But dogs bring joy to our everyday lives.
Yeah.
And what if, I mean, I can't even imagine. I don't want to think about what would happen if Daisy got lost, and then to find out that she was sold on Craigslist.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened to a local family right here in Jacksonville. Christy Bryan's dog escaped from her yard last week, and she said when he didn't return home, she had a hunch that someone actually took her dog. She was right about that.
Yeah, so she posted a Find Me ad, and Brittany Rollins was looking to buy a dog just 30 miles away. And when Rollins purchased the dog, she didn't receive any vet records. So she went back to Craigslist and found that missing dog ad. She contacted the original owner and informed them about what had happened. Rollins says that returning their roti, as they called her, was hard, but they know that there's no place like home.
I called and I left a voicemail. I was like, I think I have your dog, and I explained how we got him. If it hadn't been for Brittany purchasing him, I would have never got him back.
Now, we did reach out to the woman who posted the Craigslist ad, and we left a message as well. Good news, though, is that the dog did end up back in the rightful hands of the owner who had it originally. But as she mentioned, I couldn't imagine someone taking my Chico.
Daisy got out for a little bit, and I kind of panicked a little. I had a
Daisy can't go very far. She can't see. She can't hear.
She can't hear. That's a problem. I can't call her or clap to her. She can't hear. So
Poor Daisy.
Very
She's
terrifying.
14, yeah.
All right, coming up on Good Morning Jacksonville at 5:30. The Duval County School Board is digging deeper into the district's spending, how it spent $21 million more than allotted. Monica Garcia has that breakdown coming up. And we've talked about it before.
Thanks for that, Katie. Now, on the morning of July 4th, local paramedics were responding to overdose call-outs at the rate of 1 per hour. Think about that. Now, many of those overdose victims were saved, but the cost of saving lives is taking a toll on both the pocketbooks of the city and the psyche of first responders. In some cases, addicts are actually overdosing multiple times per day, and paramedics, some of them are seeing patients so often that they're actually on a first-name basis.
Or literally snatch them from death, only to see them do the same thing over and over again is extremely challenging and difficult. It's not uncommon to go to the same patient